Today we're very pleased to be talking with Aaron Johnston, who has made a film called Today and Tomorrow. I heard about this film because I was sitting next to a fellow in the theater waiting for a film to start. Said, "You seen any good films here at Sundance?" And he said, "Yeah, Today and Tomorrow." And I said, "Well, why did that strike you?" He said, "Because it humanized the Iranian and Afghanistani refugees. It made them, into real people. And before I had just kind of thought, oh, yeah, these are like scary people." So anyway, without further ado, let's start talking with Aaron. Okay, so Aaron, first of all, let's start with the title. Why the title, Today and Tomorrow?
Well, we had lots of discussions about the title, actually, but ultimately we decided on Today and Tomorrow because this is the time frame in which the people, the political refugees we worked with, could basically plan, right? We made the film Today and Tomorrow with real political refugees, with Afghani and Iranian political refugees. And they wait in these centers in Holland for months or years, right? And you can imagine what life is like if you're waiting. You don't know if you're going to be sent back to your native country and, whatever danger awaits you there, or if you're going to be granted asylum and able to start a new life, right, in a new country.
And what danger awaits them there if they were returned?
Perhaps death. It depends on their particular case, right? Which I don't know the specifics of, I should say as well, right? But I mean, if you don't know what's going to happen in the future, then you basically have to feel a way to cope today and tomorrow, right? This is your time frame.
Okay, so then in the film, tell us a little bit more about your characters and how you developed them.
Well, I gave a 3-month-long workshop together with my scriptwriter, Jesse van het Hol, and my producer, Taina Moreno. And we gave this workshop for 3 months to anyone who wanted to attend a filmmaking and acting workshop at the center, right?
At the center in Holland.
Exactly, at the center in Holland. And we went in with no preconceptions of what we wanted to tell. Actually, that was key to this story. We didn't know what we wanted to tell. That was the whole idea, because political refugees, as you probably know, get a lot of negative publicity. So part of why we wanted to do it was not to tell how the Dutch view asylum seekers, but just go in and see how they are and tell a story that's about them with them. And over the course of those 3 months, we slowly kind of through various acting exercises and also improvisations and our own observations, we started to figure out what the story should be about, right? And we started developing a story and characters with these non-professional actors already in mind, right? That they could pull that off, right? And we decided that there were some key elements, right, that we observed. The power of friendship. These are people who have said goodbye to their native countries, to their family, to their friends. They have no idea if they'll be able to stay or when they will hear back, right? How do you deal with this? You deal with it by making new friends at this center, right? And there's a lot of play, there's a lot of joking, there's a lot of fun that they have with each other, precisely because the stakes are so high, because they don't know when they'll be able to start a new life, if they will be able to start a new life.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me ask you a couple of specifics. Why the scene of the women fighting?
That's a good question. We needed at least two sorts of scenes in the film. Some to show, I guess, the aggression and the aggression or depression or the results of the stress of not knowing what's going to happen with you, but also the fun things, right? The things that the people do to cope with that uncertainty. The angry man at the beginning is a good example of showing the results of stress, right? This depression for the angry man. The scene with Omar in which he's talking about his wanting to help, wanting his friends help to get a date. This is a fun scene. The interesting point about the women fighting is it's somewhere in between, because they're actually fighting, right? The woman's husband, is he cheating on her or what? And this has something like the aggression and I don't know, living in close quarters with people. This is this sort of aggression and these sorts of fights happen, but of course it has a comedic element to it because Arash, our main character, tries to split them, which I like, right? And he gets he gets his dues by intervening.
And then he just walks away and says, "Hey, if they want to fight, let them go at it."
He thought he was going to be the good guy to step in and separate them, and this is what he gets for it. So just walk away. Just walk away.
Did the refugees you're working with, what was their personal situation that related to the story, and what was their situation regarding deportation and being there?
Well, they were all living at the center when we filmed, and they were all in various stages of the process of gaining asylum, right? So I'm still in touch with them now, and it was quite a while ago that we filmed. So I can tell you that 3 of the 4 have been granted asylum, and 1 is still waiting, 2.5 years.
Did the film, or has the film helped them at all, or could the film help them with getting their asylum?
No, the film has not helped them in that respect, right? And I think this is an important point, right? Because these are not professional actors, right? So when we started the film, we were all very honest about. We can't help you gain asylum. You're probably not going to become famous, but what we can do is have a good time together and tell a story that's close to you. And we did that, right? And we're still in touch, which is good. So, I would love to make something with them again, actually, right?
I like that.